This past Saturday, we saw Devin Haney suffer his first loss of his career against Ryan Garcia. He got knocked down 3 times in a fight that I thought he would win by an easy unanimous decision. And like always, people are already writing him off. They're calling him a bum, even though that's just not true. He's the former undisputed lightweight champion. He moves up to 140 and wins a belt. Doesn't duck anybody. That's far from a bum, even though I did think he lost to Loma. Anyway, he's one of the best defensive boxers and one of the smartest boxers in the sport. So it was very surprising to me to see him look so sloppy against Garcia. Garcia really wasn't a pure boxer. He was more of a one-trick pony with a really good left hook. I thought that Haney would just be way too slick for Garcia and make Garcia whiff and look like a fool, even though some parts of the fight Garcia did look like a fool and did whiff on Devin Haney. He started to catch on early in the fight with that hook after he got shook in the first round, but then eventually Garcia just kept laying pressure on him. Haney didn't know what to do. He got knocked down 3 times. Garcia came to fight and it was very impressive to watch, but that brings up the question, what is next for Devin Haney? Haney still holds the belt, believe it or not. Even though Garcia missed weight and won, it did not get vacated. You know how organizations are in boxing. They want their money. Okay, boxers pay fees. If it was to be vacated, well, they're not making any money. So they're still going to let Devin Haney keep the belt. But it is what it is. When we look at the other champions at 140, we got Subriel Matias, Teofimo Lopez, and Isaac Cruz. Ismael Barroso is also the interim WBA champ. So any of those guys could be an option. I think all of them besides Barroso could beat them. Sorry, Grandpa. Though if he did beat Haney, I wouldn't complain. If we look at the guys who could potentially come up to 140 like Shakur, I think Tank could actually beat Haney. The problem for me was I thought really Haney was one of the best pure boxers in the sport. But after last night, it's hard for me to stand behind that. I'm not writing him off, but Garcia did expose him, especially in areas that will matter if he wants to beat guys like Tank. If he was to face Isaac Cruz, that's going to be a very tough fight for him. Because Isaac Cruz just keeps moving forward. He's shorter than Devin Haney. Devin Haney doesn't have the power to stop Isaac Cruz. So that's going to be a very dangerous fight for Devin Haney. A good pressure fighter. You can see a repeat of what we saw on Saturday with Garcia and Haney. And it just won't work well. Those overhand rights that Isaac Cruz throws could really be a problem for Haney. It could be a problem for anybody besides a guy like Tank. Because Tank's actually around the same height as Cruz. But anybody who's taller than Cruz by a couple of inches, Cruz is really a dangerous option. So, I don't know. I think Haney versus Cruz might not be too smart for Haney. So, I think Cruz could actually beat him. If he was to fight Shakur Stevenson, very, very similar styles. Shakur doesn't like to scrap. He doesn't like to stay in the middle of the ring. So, very similar styles like Haney. I think that fight could go either way. It would be similar to what Loma and Haney was. Even though, like I said, Loma won. But, I don't think we would see any stoppages or anything like that. So, that'd be a very good chess match. Shakur would try to run a bit more. Shakur's more of a boring fighter. Haney's starting to get more exciting. He's trying to rely more on his power, but he was hugging a lot last Saturday against Garcia as well. So that'd be kind of a boring fight, but a little bit of a chess match, a little bit of a boring fight, but no stoppage. I can see that fight going either way. That could be an option for Haney. If Haney was to fight Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo doesn't do good against bad competition, but against good competition like Loma and Josh Taylor, Teofimo is very dangerous. I could see Teofimo beating Devin Haney. Subriel Matias, another option. Powerful fighter. Might not work well for Devin Haney. If Devin Haney was to fight Tank now, this is the fight we all wanted. At first, I thought Haney could beat Tank off points. I was really backing Haney over Tank. But after the Garcia fight, I don't really know anymore. Garcia couldn't stop Haney, and Tank is way more powerful than Garcia. I think if a shot lands from Tank to Devin Haney's chin, it could be night-night. Might not be good for Devin Haney. Tank's another short fighter similar to Cruz, where overhand rights, hooks, they could be very dangerous for Haney if Tank got inside. So it's another dangerous fight for Devin Haney. I think good fights for Devin Haney could be Shakur, and that's really it at 140. Ismael Barroso he could beat, but does Barroso really deserve that option? I guess. I don't know. I guess Haney can't choose. He's the champ. But he also is coming off a loss. That could be another fight too we'd like to see, even though I think Haney definitely does beat Barroso. Rolly also, but Rolly lost. He's kind of out of there now. Maybe Haney would need to tune up and fight Rolly, get some pay-per-view buys from that. But that's really it for Haney. He's in a tough spot right now because 140 is a very tough division with guys coming up. Guys already in 140. It's a very tough division. And let's talk about a rematch now with Garcia. That could also very well happen. Garcia came over 3 pounds overweight. Haney could use the disadvantage point there, the excuse there, even though they probably weighed the same in the actual fight night. But we could also see a rematch, even though I know Garcia wants to get out of there. He wants to move up. He's already calling out Boots. He wants Terrence Crawford. He wants guys at welterweight and super welterweight. So I feel like Garcia's going to get out of there. We might not see a rematch right now, maybe down the road, but right off the bat, we might not see a rematch. I wouldn't mind a rematch. I really don't know how it will go. I think Haney still has a chance to beat Garcia if they were to rematch, but it's definitely in Garcia's favor. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's next for Devin Haney? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Still a smart boxer. Not going to write him off. Still a very good boxer, but he shouldn't have lost last night against Garcia. And I say last night because I'm making this video on Sunday. He should not have lost against Ryan Garcia, but he did. Opens up a lot of things now. Exposed a lot of things of Devin Haney. So it's going to be tough for him. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.